Okay, guys, I'm so excited to be doing this. We have Theresa on tonight, and she is basically, bless you, she is basically going to be going over how to get started, what to do from start to finish as a newbie. So, Theresa, go ahead and take it away.
All right, I'm so excited to do this newbie training. I hope y'all can hear me and hear my excitement because I love when the team is growing and we are adding so many new faces. I love it. Okay, so we are going to kick this off from what you should start with versus, how to end this thing. You're new. There's so much information. What have you gotten yourself into? Let's go through that. So when you first started, your leader, your distributor, whoever enrolled you, should have tagged you into the learning on the page of Dreamcatchers. Dreamcatchers is our team page. It is a resource for you. It has everything you could imagine. All you got to do is look up at that search bar and type in whatever question you're having, whatever, words, like a keyword or something of an issue that you're going through, and there will be some sort of post or resource for that. It's going to be your best friend. They should have started you off in the learning units tab on Dreamcatchers, and it starts from welcome, and there's a whole checklist of, just kind of getting started. You should have went ahead and, watched a couple videos, became familiar with posting and kind of what we do on a day-to-day basis through that learnings tab. If you have not gone through it, don't worry, you can go through it at any time. Reach out to the person who enrolled you and let's get you tagged in that training right away. You want to go ahead and get started there. In that training, it should have had you go to your eSuite. Your eSuite is your back office. That is where you're going to see everything from your teammates when you get teammates, your customers when you sign your customers, everything that you need to know and see on the business end is going to be through eSuite. It's not an app, it is a website. I usually just type in eSuite in Google and it's usually it works. eSuite pops on up. You log in with your distributor ID and password you set up when enrolling. And the first thing you should have done is go and verify your tax information. We are 1099 employees, which means that we are responsible for our taxes. And we do get a tax form come, around tax season that shows how much they paid for us or how much they've paid us and so on. So you don't have to worry about that. They do provide that for you. But you just need to verify that. I think it's like a 1-2 step in eSuite. It's super simple, but that should be where you should start, is logging into eSuite for the first time and verifying that tax info. All right, moving on. Like I said, Dreamcatchers is going to be your best friend. Everything that you could ever need is on that page, you guys. Okay, so something really, really cool that I want to touch on is just some basic terms that we use, because if you're already maybe in Dreamcatchers or you're in, the chats and stuff like that, you may have come across some words that you might not be familiar with. And let me just go over that really quickly. Some of the terms we use is like PLC, which stands for potential loyal customer. So 2 things. People can become a customer for 2 ways. A retail customer, that's when they pay full price. They don't want to do a 90-day challenge. They pay a one-time membership fee and buy the products full price whenever they want to use the products. They just come back, they pay that one-time $50 membership fee, and they just buy it full price whenever they feel like placing an order. That is your retail customer. Your second one is your loyal customer. Now, 99% of my customers are loyal customer. For the year I've been doing this, I've only had 1 or 2 retail customers, and it's usually on accident because the 90-day challenge is where it's at, okay? So this is an amazing program that we have, the 90-day challenge, where a customer or somebody tries the products for 90 days at our discount. It could be any product that they want. Does not have to be the same product. And they can add, switch, change it up every month, move the dates. They have full control. They'll have a login, everything. All they have to do is try one product for 3 consecutive months. And after that, they unlock the discount for life and can come back and place one-time orders, run an auto shipment, and they don't have to do any more 90-day challenges after that. They earn product rewards. and they never pay full price or the membership fee. So loyal customers is where it's at. So we have PLC, which means potential loyal customer. LC, loyal customer. You'll see it a lot, especially in our chats. We shout it out when we get a loyal customer. We put boom LC and we all celebrate it. So that's when you see LC, that's what that means. Loyal customer. DT. DTs are like you and I, distributors. Those are people who have joined the business and they have their selling rights and they sell. So we just call them DTs. PDT, I'm sure you could guess, potential distributor. Someone you're talking to about joining the business. And then HAP or HAP. That stands for host to post. We're going to touch on host to post for a second. I could do an entire video on host to post. It is incredible. It is gold. It will be your best friend. So basically, host to post just means it is when you go to, we do giveaways every month, especially on this team. For anyone who does a host to post, they get an entry for it. And host to post is where you go to someone and you ask them to put a post on their timeline. Maybe you've done it for somebody before and that's how you found out about the business. Maybe you've seen it around on Facebook before. But it could be about any of our products. We have a few. Reach out to your upline and find out about it, because it's literally how I get almost all of my customers, through host to post. It's a great way to reach different markets, things like that. And it's where your friend puts a post that you give them on their timeline, basically ask me if anyone's interested in our products. And then the people who comment, you send them more information, and then they become customers or potential distributors, depending on how the conversation goes. So that is HAP and host to post. All right. So I'm going to go over bonuses, commissions, and how we get paid, the money. Okay. So we get paid every 15th of the month, and those are our commissions. Commissions are 10% of what you make off of your volume. So if I do 5,000, volume in sales, I earn $500. And so on and so forth. And there's levels to it too. If you haven't checked out the comp plan, go ahead and give it a look. So those are commissions, and we get those paid monthly on the 15th of every month, which is pretty sweet. And then there's bonuses on top of your commissions. So we earn unlimited weekly $99 bonuses. And how you earn those is when you help someone get started with this business. So signing distributors, those DTs are how you're going to get those $99 bonuses. Okay. So once you sign a distributor and you help them get their first 4 customers, whether you help move them or you help them place them, and they get those 4 customers, you will get a $99 bonus that following Friday. So if you sign 5 DTs and help them, get started with this business, you're looking at $500 right there on top of your commissions. It's amazing. Weekly bonuses are where it's at, you guys. That means, you could pay your bills and bonuses, and your commissions can basically be your play money. It's amazing. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that. Getting started. So just so you guys know, we do have Zooms daily. So what you are on right now is called a Zoom. That is a, in person, kind of like a FaceTime meeting, where leaders will hop on and we'll, do trainings, we'll do powwows, we'll get together, journal together. There's prayer Zooms. There's so many different Zooms. And the best part about this is that we have so many people doing this business all over the world and all over, different time zones. Like, for example, I'm in Mountain Time right now. And, I know a lot of you guys are in Eastern Time, whatever. And I'm able to go ahead and train y'all just from here. So this is where you will come to for trainings. This is the platform that we use. And a lot of other leaders use this as well. So the benefit of having everybody everywhere is that there are all kinds of different Zooms going on at different times. Don't feel like you have to attend all of them. Don't feel, bad if you miss some, but just know that there are Zooms out there that can correlate with your schedule. So keep an eye out for that. If you're not in the Staying Connected chat yet, reach up to your upline, and let them know that you want to be in the Staying Connected chat, because that is where they announce all the Zooms going on by different leaders with different styles and different ways of doing stuff. It's really amazing to check out. and a great way to stay informed. So go ahead and reach up to your upline and let them know you want to get in on Staying Connected chat. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the checklist. If you don't know what the checklist is yet, don't worry. You know, we're getting a lot of information thrown at us, and you know, you're starting your training. But what I will let you know is the checklist is law. It's basically a list, you know, put together by the people who have been so successful in this business because it's what they do daily. Don't feel like you have to do it all at once. You could break it up. You could do power 30s, power hours, you know, however you want to work it. The best thing about this business is freedom. We have the freedom to work from anywhere, from our phones at any time, and do, you know, whatever we need to do when we need to do it. So don't feel like you have to sit down and do it all at once. I'm sure a lot of you feel overwhelmed. You know, you're getting a lot of information. This is new. You don't know what to do. Don't worry. The checklist, though, is law, and it's basically what you need to do daily. It is in the page Dream Catchers. I have it here as well. See, I print mine out, and I have it on my binder, and I go over it daily. And it's just all these things here, and I just make sure I do them throughout the day. I personally break mine up into power hours or power 30s. So that way I'm not sitting there and feeling overwhelmed. So that is a great way, you know, to get started. So when you're like, what should I do to work this business? The checklist is your answer. That is what you should do to work this business. And if you don't understand a part of the checklist, reach out to your upline and ask questions. We are all about the questions. Don't ever feel embarrassed to ask any questions or feel like you need to know everything all at once. I've been doing this for a year and I still have questions. I still learn something new every day. Things change. I change things up. So don't feel like you have to know everything right away. A big thing about this business is you do not have to be perfect to work it. You just have to do it. You just have to be excited. You just have to show up and go for it. I could tell you guys, I look back on some of my first posts, my first conversations, and it's absolutely embarrassing because I would never say the things that I used to say, you know, now, you know, being more seasoned and more experienced. But the thing is that I still got people to sign up with me. I still got people to join me because I was excited. So, you know, ignorance on fire, right? So don't feel like you have to have the perfect conversation or, you know, the perfect post, or people aren't going to buy from you. People will. The people who really want to do this business with you, the people who really want to buy these products are going to buy no matter what. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So just remember that if you're like hesitant of, you know, to reach out to somebody, not that you shouldn't, you know, ask for help for sure, but just don't overthink it and don't feel like you have to be perfect because you absolutely do not. You just got to do it. So I just wanted to put that out there. Another thing I want to say is be coachable. So a lot of this will be stepping out of your comfort zone. You know, you're going to be doing new things. You're learning an entire new business, you guys, and it's, you know, overwhelming and a lot at first, but just be coachable and trust that your upline knows a little bit more and is here to help you. Just one thing, we're not your bosses. We're not your mamas. You are your own boss. This is your business. You are responsible for showing up and working and stuff, but we are 100% here to help you. And I tell my husband this all the time. I have not perfected my mind reading skills yet. So I don't know if you don't tell me. So if you have something, you know, that's going on or you're struggling with, I won't know if you don't tell me. So don't be afraid to reach out and just be coachable and understand that your upline is telling you these things for a reason, that they are in the spot that they are in this business for a reason, because they did the thing. Maybe they went through something similar. So just trust them and be coachable. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay. So now we know, just a little recap, that Dreamcatchers is where it's at. That's the page you want to be. It has all your resources, that we do daily Zooms with different leaders, that this is the platform that we meet in, that the checklist is law, that if you don't know where to start working your business, start with the checklist. And if you don't understand a part of the checklist, just know there's materials on Dreamcatchers for that, and go to your upline and ask, hey, I don't know how to expand my network or add people or host a post. They'll be glad to help you. And if they're not, go to their upline or put it in whatever chat that you are in and ask questions, you guys. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Be coachable. Also, so this business is amazing because they give you, $100 worth of products for you to try out. Let me tell you, fall in love with these products. Be a product of the product. The reason I was successful when I first started is because I loved the products, okay? I was huge on the greens. I was huge on, oh my gosh, the shake. I was huge on Thermofy X. I still am. So there are so many products. Find one that, you just really love. I know some people really love the collagen. I am huge. I've been on a huge celery kick recently. I'm known for my celery. I'm known for my coffee. So I just, find one or two products that you just absolutely love and post about them. Use them, fall in love with them, and get your own results. Because once you have your own results, you guys, nobody can tell you nothing, okay? I'm telling you, it makes having these conversations so much easier because I know what to recommend to people. Because, I could, see what they struggle with and realize, hey, I have a product that can help you with that. And these are my results from it. And, now they're like, wow, it really does work. It makes this a lot, easier because we're doing business on the internet, and there's people out there who are shady and stuff. And you just want to, gain people's trust and let them know, hey, I'm here to help you. And these are the products that I use, and these are my results from it. So getting your own results is key, especially, when it comes to doing this. So start finding a product that you like, earn that $100 product shopping spree, and find something that is yours, that you love, and run with it. So yeah, that's really important. All right. So now we're going to move on to what should your first goal be? Now, this is important. When you're first starting out, we all talk about when I started out, I wanted to start making $500 a month, which is amazing. But I needed to break it up into smaller goals and a timeline. So my first smaller goal was to, sign my first 4 customers and earn that $100 product shopping spree. So I started there, and then I moved on to, okay, I want to hit the 400 club, which is now called the 500 club, which is way better. I'll explain what those are in just a moment. And then I was like, okay, I want to sign my first distributor. I did. I made that $99 bonus. And then I was like, okay, now I'm ready for Ruby. So break it up into small steps and figure out what your first goal should be. I'm telling you, everybody's that I usually talk to and work with, their first goal should be sign your first 4 customers, because that's what's going to get you that $100 product shopping spree. If you didn't know, when you sign up to be a new distributor, you have 30 days to earn your $100 free product shopping spree. That's where you get to pick the $100 worth of products that you want to try. It could be our shirts. I love our shirts, by the way, guys. They're amazing. They could be cups. It can be, products that you've just been dying to try, and you get it at our discount price, by the way. So you're not even paying retail price. You're getting $100 worth of product that you get to pick on our discount. So it's like insane. So that should be your first goal, because that's going to get you using these products and familiar with these products. They're amazing. So yes, first goal should definitely be your first 4 customers. 500 Club, what is that? So if you didn't know, all of our products have a volume attached to them. For example, most of the products are, the price is kind of similar to the, to the volume it carries. They're a little off sometimes. Like, for example, Thermofy X is $36, but the volume is $30. The wraps are $59 and the volume is $54. So they're kind of close, and we get paid based off of volume. So keep that in mind. If you have logged into your eSuite and you scroll over to volumes and you're like, what does that number mean? That is because every product that you sell has a volume attached to it. And that's what that means. So With that being said, 500 Club. That is where you sell $500 in, or not $500, 500 volume. So that's a great goal for your first paycheck. It's going to get you a great paycheck. It's like a really great accomplishment. Once you hit the 500 Club, you know, you could basically sell, you know, whatever. So it's a great first goal to hit. And there's a little prize that comes from it, from your upline. So keep that in mind. And it's just a really great first goal. And then once you hit the 500 Club, after that, you're going to want to go Ruby. And Ruby, there you can see the chart on Dreamcatchers, you guys. Basically, you'll see the 3 little boxes on there. I could do a whole video on charting and things like that. But it's basically where you have 3 distributors under you and a group volume of 2,000 volume. So there's 2 different volumes. There is group volume and there's personal volume. Group volume is called GB, and personal volume is PBV. Okay, so if you don't have a team under you, if you haven't enrolled a distributor yet, you don't have to worry about GB because you don't have any yet. You only have PBV, which is the volume that you've brought in. GB is when you do have a team or you have a distributor under you, and that is both of your guys' volume together. So it's like your overall volume is in your GB. So just to clarify that. Okay, so we're about wrapping it up here. I'm really excited. Just a couple, more things. Just be consistent. Know that the checklist works, and that, all of the things on there, you just got to be consistent with. If you have any questions, ask questions. As far as we go on Facebook, okay, so you can work both Facebook and Instagram. When you're first starting out, I suggest that you pick one platform you're more comfortable with. I still am working on Instagram. I've been doing this for a year, but most of my business comes from Facebook. So I personally stick to the platform I'm more comfortable with, and I mastered Facebook. So I stay on Facebook. That's where I do most of my business from. If you're more, inclined to use Instagram, you absolutely can, but don't try to overwhelm yourself by learning how to do both at one time. So pick the one you're more comfortable with and stick with it. When it comes to posting, when it comes to Facebook, when it comes to our business, our page, our Facebook pages, our Instagram pages are our business friends. Okay, you want to post 3 times a day. There are 3 different posts that we do. There's a business post where you're talking about the business. There is a lifestyle post where you're talking about things that are outside of you, outside of the business rather. Like, for example, I'm a weenie dog mama. I'm a military wife. I'm into fitness. I love fashion. There's other things about me besides this business, and that's where I kind of talk to people about that. And then there's engagement posts. That's kind of where I ask people for their opinions. Like, I'll say, hey, has anyone used this dog food before? What do you think of it? Or should I take a cruise or go to Disney World? Or has anyone, does anyone have a good recipe for tonight? And it gets people interacting and commenting on your page. So it's really, really important that, you're posting consistently throughout the day. Some things that we don't do is we're not spammy. We try to be as personable, I don't know, is that a word? I don't know. As personal as possible and as real as possible and authentic with people, as we can, because people are going to buy you before they buy the product. So you want to show as much as yourself as you can and get comfortable with that. With sharing your story, with sharing other things, sharing your life. So I just wanted to say something about that, because you don't want to be spamming people with, hey, buy my products, or, just pictures of the products, things like that. If you're going to do a product post, try taking a picture of you with the product and, talk about how it makes you feel. Like, oh my gosh, I just took this, I just drank this coffee and now I have so much energy and I'm ready to tackle the day and it burns fat for me. It's like, oh, wow, add, It should be 99% you with a little sprinkle of it works in there. So keep that in mind when you're doing your posting. And if you're not 100% sure what you should post, how to post, reach up to your upline and they should help you. Okay. Another big thing when it comes to posting, don't share things. So the algorithm on Facebook is very touchy. And if you're somebody who shares a bunch of stuff on Facebook all day long, Facebook is not going to show your posts as much. So keep that in mind when you are, when you're posting and wanting to share things. I usually, if I see something funny and I want to share it, I share it to, you know, like people in Messenger, like my family, or I'm like, oh my gosh, my cousin would love this, you know, whatever. But I make sure that I do not share it on my page because I want people to see my posts. I want people to see my content. I want people to see me. Like I said, it's your storefront. When you're posting, you're saying, hey, I'm open for business. When you're not posting, people won't know what you're doing. And if they get a message from you, you know, they might think it's, you know, spam or that you've been hacked, or, you know, they'll be a little more iffy about it because they never knew that you know, started a business to begin with, or that you were even doing something. So you just want to be consistent with your posting, and just let people know, hey, I'm here. And yeah, so just to recap, log into eSuite and verify your tax info. Dreamcatchers is everything. If you have any questions, look up at the search bar. It's an amazing resource. You know, let us know if you need any help finding things on there. There are Zooms daily by all types of different leaders at all different times. If you're not staying connected, chat, reach up to your upline and get in there. Be consistent, do the checklist. If you don't know where the checklist is, it's on Dreamcatchers, and it is under, I want to say, oh man, I don't know where it is exactly at this moment, but it's in there. And yeah, you can find it on Dreamcatchers. You just look up checklist in there. Get your own results and use the products. Fall in love with, you know, 1 or 2 products, find something that fits you and run with it. Get your own results. All right, you don't have to be perfect. You just got to do it. You just got to be willing to do the work and be coachable. Okay, we know over the basic terms. Host to post is everything. If you don't know what host to post is yet, don't forget about it, but reach out to your upline, especially after you finish your training, and get started on host to post right away, because that is gold. We went over how to earn your bonuses, when we get paid our commissions. All right, your first goal should be your first 4 customers. If you have gotten your first 4 customers, let's move on to the 500 club. All right. Don't share things on Facebook. Pick one platform and stick to it. If Instagram's your jam, stay on Instagram. If Facebook's your jam, stay on Facebook. And don't spam, show you. People just want to buy, you know, they want to get to know you. They want to know who they're supporting, who they're buying from, show you. So thank you so much for hopping on to my newbie training. I hope this helps you, you know, get started. I know it could be overwhelming when you're first starting out. If anyone has any questions at this time, I'd be happy to go ahead and answer some.
Okay, I just want to say something super quick before we stop the recording. So anyone who's on here, you are under either me or Theresa or both, unless you're watching the replay. But if your person, like if the person who personally enrolled you is not available, you are more than welcome to reach out to me and Theresa. That's why we're here. Me and Theresa do most of our trainings, so everything we do, we put in the chat. We're constantly keeping you guys updated, so make sure you guys don't have to be in the chat constantly, but make sure you're checking it periodically. I know sometimes it does get a little crazy in there, so you can always mute the chat so you don't get notified 24/7, but if you do that, please make sure that you come back and check it every so often so you don't miss anything. And I think that's I'm gonna stop the recording if I can figure out how.